Hi everyone, welcome back to Paper Craft Possibilities. This is Susan, or if you're new, welcome too. Glad you joined us. Today I'm going to be working on a cover page going into my travel album for our trip to Europe. So this will be a long album. I'll do it, here and there in between some other pages, so we can kind of keep things mixed up a little. But this will be my cover page, and I'm not going to have a photo on this page. So I'm using Close to My Heart's new travel collection, which I'll link below. I believe there's some of it still available. I have gutted out the inside of it. So let me run the intro and I'll be right back with you. So as I was saying, I have cut out the center of this and gutted it so I could save this really fun passport picture paper here. And I have come in and put down a piece of French vanilla cardstock. And this will be kind of a different page. I don't know if I've seen a lot of people do it, and I might be a little crazy for doing it, but here we go. I've done a lot of Cricut cutting, and I would say half of the things that I cut are in the digital travel collection that goes with all of this paper. And again, I'll link that down below. I'm going to lay this down here first, and I do have some pencil marks here I want to erase. This is how I made sure that I got these little cuts that represent, this is a road. And this is how I wanted to make sure I got them on here straight. A lot of this is probably going to get covered up, but just in case. Okay. So let's get this down here first. I would love to hear if any of you have been to Europe and what you saw and what you liked. I think one of our favorite things was, first of all, Holland, which you've seen me document previously. And I think our next thing would have to be Dubrovnik, which we were both surprised with. It was so stunning. We were able to walk around the city wall there, and it was just incredible. The ocean, incredible. Okay, so let me bring in all these die cuts that I've done. This was found on Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to be putting this up in here. And I've layered this up, I believe, yeah, I've layered it 3 times. I'm just kind of looking at the side here to see how many times I've layered it. These were part of the digital design space, or excuse me, the digital collection through Close to My Heart. And they are passports, but it cuts out the word passport down here, and it was just so small that my Cricut wasn't liking it. So I'm going to kind of disguise that a little. And I'm putting down 2, and this one I just didn't bother to put this on because you won't see it, because it was a trip my husband and I both made. So I made a lot of die cuts, and I'm going to try and keep them all like within this banding here. So maybe a 6-inch banding. And these are kind of things or forms of transportation that we did on this trip. We did a double-decker bus on many of the cities that we were in, but the one we really remember is the one in Spain. I'm going to probably move these things around quite a bit. Here's a compass that's in the digital collection. Got a little bit of like fringe hanging off the side here. The yellow, which isn't part of the color story on this paper, but I just liked it. And it's the honey yellow cardstock from Close to My Heart. And then I cut this out, and I did my own little 3D effect on here. I cut this out on Design Space. This is, I believe this is part of the digital kit. Some luggage there. Part of our trip was on a, well, the first part of our trip was on a river cruise. Then we went into Amsterdam for a couple days. And then we flew to Italy and got on board a cruise ship. So I think I want to put this over here, but I want to layer that somehow in there, but I don't like necessarily how that goes. We'll have to figure that one out. We took mini taxis while we were there. So maybe put that up in there. Just a world globe. This is part of the digital kit from Close to My Heart. Somehow I might be able to work that out in there. A little camera is part of the digital collection. Maybe I can put that over in there like that. Then a couple of these little round, I think there's some geotags in here, if I'm not mistaken. These are part of the workshops for this paper collection. Let's see. This also is like a hotel key, and this, and for those who are younger, this is what how you used to be able to get into your hotel room, was with a real key and not the little credit card thing. So maybe I'll stick that down in there. And let's see. Maybe I'll overlap these two. And then I've got one little heart here. Let's see. Maybe I can put that on the luggage. That might look kind of cute. I think I like that. And then what's going to happen, because this is a title page, I'm bringing this down in here, and it'll be simple. That's it. So all of my concentration is going to be up here. I think I want to tighten this even more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on kind of a fast forward, so you don't have to watch me messing around with this for so long, and I'll put on some music and you'll kind of see how I go about placing this all on the page. So here we go. So I think we're done with this page. I had 2 trips to Europe. This one was with my husband, another one was with my son. So you'll see 2 different travel albums over the next year or so into Europe. But this is the one I made with my husband in 2017, and we were there almost a month, not quite a month. So anyways, it was a great trip, and this will remind me of all the little things that were involved, the double-decker bus, the cruise ship that we went on, the mini taxi rides, our passports. In Europe, funny enough, in a lot of the small hotel rooms, they still use a real key, some geotags, a camera, and a world globe, and then the word world, pardon me. So anyways, it was a great trip. So if you found this useful, I hope that you will consider subscribing and leaving a comment down below. And just as a reminder, every month we have a drawing for a free stamp and die cut. And those are for the people that like, comment, and subscribe. So thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.